Hello, mic test, 1, 2, 3. Hello, mic test.
Ina. A pleasant afternoon, everyone. This is Deo Haravilla, one of the subsecretariat. Today, we will have the discussion of the Day 3 mock board result. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to introduce our esteemed speaker, a distinguished geologist whose career and achievements reflect exceptional expertise and dedication. Our speaker began his academic journey with a Bachelor of Science in Geology from University of Southeastern Philippines, Obrero, graduating in June 2018. During his undergraduate studies, he earned the notable recognition as a DOST scholar and achieved the remarkable distinction of being the second top placer in the licensure examination for geologists in November 2018. Building on this solid foundation, he pursued further education in science education with a focus on physics at University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines, Cagayan de Oro. Although he completed his formal coursework in March 2022, he earned 9 valuable units, further enhancing his expertise. Professionally, he began his career as an on-the-job trainee at Apex Mining Corporation, Incorporated, from June to August 2017. During this period, he conducted underground geological mapping, reconnaissance mapping, and core logging, gaining hands-on experience in the field. Since January 2019, he has been serving as a geologist with the Mines and Geosciences Bureau Region 10 in Cagayan de Oro City. Over the past 5 years, he has been instrumental in geological quadrangle mapping, mineral assessments, and comprehensive geohazard evaluation, including flood and landslide susceptibility. His role also involves conducting information and education campaigns on geosciences and assisting with ground penetrating and geo-resistivity surveys. Our speaker's professional journey and achievements are a testament to his significant contributions to the field of geology. Please join me in welcoming this remarkable individual whose work continues to shape our understanding of geological processes and inform critical decisions in mineral exploration and geohazard assessment. Please let me welcome geologist Joriel Jan Angert.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Before I start, may I ask say diri makasabot reyo Bisaya? How about sa online? Madungog ako. Mapua, okay. So, kailangan natin mag-Tagalog. Okay, how was as I have understood, nag-start ang inyong Macboard last Thursday, right? Thursday is day 1, Friday day 2, and then day 3. And this is the first time that we are going to discuss your Macboard examination, right? And how was the exam for the day 3? May I ask? Kumusta? Na-release na ba yung mga scores nyo? Hindi pa. So you have no idea about your scores. Okay. All right. So by the way, I have been part of the Macboard committee under SOG since 2020 this year. 2021. Because 2021 and 2022, I've been part of the officers of the SUG. And then last year, I've continued serving under the Macboards committee. Then just to give you an idea on how we process the Macboard examination, para lang hindi kayo magtaka, we are basing it on the tawag niyan, syllabus ba yan? Yung sa Board of Geology. So we have there the list of topics that are going to be covered for the board exam. And then as much as I want to, nilalagyan ko ng kung ilang questions na yun na gagawa ko for specific na mga questions. So in that way, I'm trying to diversify all the questions na pwedeng lumabas for the board examination. However, we're just trying to simulate lang man yung possible na mangyayari during the board examination. Anything can happen during the board examination. But at least we have an idea kung gaano ka-diverse yung mga questions na lumalabas during the board examination, especially in day 3. Because as far as I've talked with some of the mga nag-take ng exam, before us and after us, kasi kadalasan yung day 3 yung pinakamahirap. Okay? And that's how much of your scores? 30, right? 30%. Sige. I have here the list of reviewees na registered for this year. And then I have here prepared all the questions na lumabas sa mock exam that we have taken just last Saturday. I'm not going to tackle in deep all the questions because abutin tayo ng siyam-siyam. We are just going to tackle those questions that I think are most commonly missed by most of the reviewees. So, is that good? Okay lang ba yan? Okay. I'm audible naman sana. I'm audible sa online. Sige. So I will be calling names from time to time just to make this discussion more lively, no? Right, let's start. For the first question, in which application is a gravity survey most applicable? So now we are talking about geophysics. And I think geophysics is part naman sa curriculum nyo na back in your undergrad. Tama? Okay. For DUSEP, sinong nagturo ng geophysics? Jeren. Okay, si Wewe. Okay, for this question, may I ask, nandito ba si Sean Levy? Vera? Okay. What do you think is the answer to this question? Which application is a gravity survey most applicable? Regional Geological Studies. Next slide, please. Okay, I have here a table showing the applicability of several geophysical surveys. This is after Reynolds 2011. And then if makikita nyo, we have gravity, magnetic, seismic, then resistivity, SP, IP, so on and so forth. Now, for the question, ang tanong is, saan daw applicable yung gravity survey? Di masyadong klaro. Gravity survey is right here. And then, makikita nyo may numbers from 1 to 12 right there. And then, dito sa baba, pinapakita yung mga corresponding applications. Now, under your gravity survey, its primary application is for hydrocarbon exploration and regional geological studies. So, it's correct. The answer to that question is letter D, regional geological studies. Now, if makikita nyo itong gravity, magnetic, and then both the seismic, either refraction or reflection, are mostly applicable for large-scale na mga geological studies. Whereas, itong iba sa ilalim is mas applicable sila for mga small-scale na surveys. Okay? Next slide, please. Okay, question number 2. Which of the following geophysical surveys is a passive method? Nandito ba si Kent Antenero? Wala. Matt Ezekiel? Nandito? Matt Ezekiel? How about si JM na lang? Go JM. Letter C. Induced polarization, okay. Do you have any idea what's the difference between passive and active method in geophysics? Come again, sorry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Your